Now let's go over some probability. Number 8 on the practice final says a jar contains 5 blue marbles, 8 red marbles, 4 white marbles, and 3 purple marbles. Suppose you pick a marble at random without looking. Find the probability of choosing a red marble. So you're putting your hand into a bag and you don't know what you're going to get. How many potential marbles are there? So first we find the total. 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3, which will give me a total of 20 total marbles. So of those 20 marbles, you want to know how many are red. Well, there are 8 red marbles. Now, if this is a multiple choice question, it might not write 8 over 20. It might give it to you simplified, in which case you do 8, ABC, 20, which gives me 2/5. So you do the number of desired over the total. The extra step is that you might have to add up your possibilities in order to find the total. The other piece of probability that we'll see is when we're talking about the total number of outcomes. This is the counting principle. What are the total number of outcomes of tossing a coin and rolling 3 number cubes? So to do this, you have to remember the trick is that you multiply all of the number of outcomes of each event. So for example, my first event is tossing a coin, then I'm rolling another die 3 times. How many outcomes are there when you toss a coin? 2. You can get heads or you can get tails. For a normal 6-sided die, there's 6 numbers. You roll it again, there's still 6 numbers. And you roll it a third time, and there's still 6 numbers. The accounting principle says that if you want to find out the total different number of ways these experiments could go, is that you would multiply. So when you multiply these 4 numbers together, you get 432 outcomes. To make sense of why this makes sense, imagine that we only did the coin and the die once. That gives me 12 outcomes. What's that saying is that when I flip my coin, you can get heads or tails. Then you can get 1 through 6, right? And you would do that for both heads and tails. This is representing the number of possible outcomes that you could get, right? It works out that 2 times 6 is the same thing as listing them all out. So it is the shortcut way to figure out your total number of outcomes. So to review, you multiply the number of outcomes of each individual event to get your total number of outcomes.